We're an agency that was started in 1974 by a group of parents who had children that were starting to get into trouble, and they needed some mental health services.
So instead of providing services that were very successful in getting them into school again, we wanted to do something that would really help reduce their likelihood of getting back into trouble. And one of those programs is called REACH.
We've had a situation where we've had a young man that vandalized a restroom in one of our schools. You would always think that you would come down on that student and say, hey, this is not acceptable. But we kind of gave him an opportunity to advance his craft. So instead of, being punitive and telling him, hey, you're suspended and expelled from school, we gave him the opportunity to teach.
Morehead is an idea that was born out of necessity. We consider ourselves like a live 211. It's an oasis of hope. And what I mean by that is you come for one thing and you may get something else.
All of our youth are one caring adult away from reaching their potential. So being able to support them in that and knowing that there's going to be barriers, there's going to be challenges they're all going to experience, and we want to come alongside to support them in removing those barriers and reaching their full potential.
When I was younger, my mentor invested in me. So I think, through my faith in God and the people that He's allowed me to be around, I'm charged. And I get recharged every time I get to work with a family or a young person who accepts the program, who takes the help, who kind of changes their mindset about their life.
What families are really looking for is someone to listen and not to respond. So talking to our families and seeing what their true needs, listening to their desires and what they really want to take in from a community has helped us build these new programs.
I think it's heartwarming for me to be able to say, I've made an impact in that child's life. I've made an impact in that student's life.
Communication is key. I had a young girl, she was a fighter, so she wasn't in school long enough to know that she was really, really a bright kid. So she took a test and she brought it up and whispered and said, "You gave me the wrong grade." And I was like, "Oh, let me see your paper." It was an A. She couldn't believe she had actually received an A. And from there, the sky was the limit.
What they are gaining from the clinicians here, from the trainers here, from the staff here, is a sense that you matter. And that they carry with them, and that's what they carry into their future, and that's what the hope is.
There is an extreme shortage of mental health therapists currently, and so it is an event that we have to, as a nation, look at. How can we encourage more people to go into this profession?
Here we have hope to have just a normal life. You'll be able to have a job, to work on a supply for support your family, have a place to live, just the basic, the simple things of life that a lot of people take for granted.
I often say to the people that we're working with, you could be any place in the world today, but you're here with us. And for that, that's a good thing, and we're going to help you.